In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 20th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Indiana Pacers versus Charlotte Hornets. A pair of Eastern Conference teams on the outside looking in at the playoff picture take the floor in search of a win in Buzz City. The Indiana Pacers are on the road as they make the trip to face the Charlotte Hornets Monday night. Indiana was beaten 141-121 at home by Philadelphia Saturday night, failing to cover the line as a 4.5-point underdog. Charlotte was blown out 121-82 at home by Philadelphia in their previous game Friday night, failing to cover the line as a 10.5-point underdog. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Pacers own a 72-51 advantage and have won both meetings this season. That includes a 116-111 home win in the most recent matchup on January 8th. The Pacers are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The Hornets are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games, playing on 2 days rest, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 home games. The over is 6-1 in Pacers' last 7 overall. The under is 16-5 in Hornets' last 21 overall. The Pacers are 4-12 against the spread in the last 16 meetings in Charlotte, and 1-7 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. The Pacers are shorthanded again as Tyrese Halliburton is still listed as out, while Chris Duarte, Benedict Mathurin, and Isaiah Jackson are all questionable. The Hornets played arguably their worst game of the season, barely getting over 80 points as they were dismantled 121-82 by the Philadelphia 76ers. Kelly Oubre Jr. has been serving as the primary point guard, while LaMelo Ball remains out for the year with an injury. He scored 11 points, but he has been one of the only bright spots in an otherwise horrible year. Charlotte has been horrid from the offensive end this year, and they have been decimated by injuries. They enter this contest with the Pacers ranked last in offensive rating and dead last in three-point percentage. They only make 10.6 threes per game, which is a far cry from where they were the last few years. The Hornets are almost at full health except for LaMelo Ball, who is out for the rest of the season. The Pacers were on a nice run before they got stopped in their tracks by the 76ers in their last outing, while the Hornets have been struggling ever since they lost Ball for the season. The Indiana Pacers are the better team, no matter how you slice it, and they need to take advantage of games like this if they're going to sneak into the playoff conversation. The Charlotte Hornets have been a mess all year, and they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 12 points. No excuses for the Pacers. Indiana is still alive for the playoffs and can get an easy win against a team ready for next year. So the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Indiana enters this game having seen the over hit in 36 of their 71 games, with 1 push this season. The Pacers have gone over the total in 7 of their last 10 games. Indiana is 21st in the league in turnovers as they commit 14.7 turnovers per contest. The Pacers are one of the fastest teams in the league in relation to tempo, as they are 8th in the league with an average of 100.8 possessions per contest on the year. Charlotte has seen the under go 39-32-1 entering this contest in their 72 games of the season. The Hornets stand 13th in the league in turnovers as they commit 13.9 per contest on the season. Charlotte is above the league average when it comes to pace, as they are 7th in tempo with 100.9 possessions a night this season. We've seen the over hit in 5 of the last 7 meetings between the teams. With 2 miserable defenses on the floor and a pair of teams that love to run, look for this game to wind up past the total number. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Bulls versus Philadelphia 76ers. 2 hot teams meet Monday in the first game of a back-to-back set as the Philadelphia 76ers host the Chicago Bulls on Monday night. The Sixers are 48-22 while the Bulls are 33-27 on the year. These two teams have split 2 games this season, with both road teams winning and covering. Looking at the betting trends, the Bulls are 1-6-1 against the spread in their last 8 road games, 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The 76ers are 22-9 against the spread in their last 31 home games, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a losing record, and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Bulls are 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall, and the Bulls are 2-7 against the spread in the last 9 meetings in Philadelphia. The Bulls are shorthanded again as Alex Caruso and Javon Green are both questionable, while the 76ers are keeping an eye on PJ Tucker, who is currently questionable with an ankle sprain. The 76ers team is on fire. They might be without James Harden, but the Bulls will also be without Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. The Bulls also tend to struggle when facing the 76ers, failing to cover in 8 of their past 9 meetings overall and in 7 of their past 9 meetings in Philadelphia. In addition, the Bulls have failed to cover in 7 of their past 8 road games, while the 76ers have covered in their past 4 games overall. Joel Embiid has also been on a tear, recording 30 or more points in his past 9 games played, hence the 76ers' 8-game winning streak. The Bulls have sprung to life with 4 wins in their past 5 games, and they would love to keep it going with a big upset over the 76ers. However, the 76ers are just running through teams at the moment, and they are 22-9 against the spread in their last 31 home games. The Bulls are only 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall, and I think that trend continues here as the 76ers stay hot with another. I see Philadelphia winning this game handily, by double digits and most likely 15 or more points, making me confident in taking them in this one. Chicago's resurgence has stemmed from its improved defensive play. A big part of that has been Patrick Beverley, who came over at the midseason point and has really helped their defense. We know they can score with their big 3, but defense has been the difference as of late. We know Philadelphia can play defense too, as they are 3rd in the NBA in fewest points allowed. Chicago has seen the under hit more often than not lately, and the under is 39-30-1 for them this year. Plus, James Harden is questionable for this one, and they may choose to rest him another day before the long road trip. If he does miss it, Philadelphia won't be able to run up the points on the Bulls like they did against Indiana. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Timberwolves versus New York Knicks. The Minnesota Timberwolves are reeling right now at the worst time, as they are clinging to dear life for one of the Western Conference play-in spots. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks are cruising, firmly in a playoff spot and playing winning basketball. Way back in November, the Knicks went to Minneapolis and walked away with a 13-point win. This time, the Timberwolves are on the road. Looking at the betting trends, the Timberwolves are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 13-6 against the spread in their last 19 games against a team with a winning record. The Knicks are 4-1 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a losing record, 6-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games, and 11-3 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings overall. The Timberwolves are 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 meetings in New York, and the Timberwolves are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Timberwolves could be shorthanded once again as Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, Austin Rivers, and Anthony Edwards are all questionable, while the Knicks are coming into this one without a single player on the injury report. The New York Knicks guaranteed just their 2nd winning season in their last 10 when they clipped the Nuggets 116-110 at home Saturday. Julius Randle made critical baskets down the stretch and finished with 20. But the driving force for the Knicks this season has been the play of Jalen Brunson. Brunson had missed 5 of the last 6 games and made it through only half of the one game he did play because of soreness. With their point guard back, the Knicks won their 3rd straight and sit comfortably in a very competitive Eastern Conference playoff race. They are 5th in offensive rating, lending credence to how good Brunson has been for them. The Timberwolves have really gone cold lately. They just got blown out by the Raptors and could be without most of their starting lineup for this one. The Knicks have been one of the hottest teams in the league, and they will be full of confidence after taking down the Nuggets in their last outing. I'm not excited to lay big chalk with the New York Knicks, but they are covering numbers, and the Timberwolves are dealing with a boatload of injuries. The Minnesota Timberwolves are without Karl Anthony Towns, Edwards, and Reed, Gobert, and Rivers are questionable. That's half the Timberwolves rotation right there. So the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Timberwolves suffered a huge blow the other night, losing Anthony Edwards to an ankle injury. They have already been without Karl Anthony Towns for the last 3 months, and this latest development puts a huge damper on their postseason hopes and potential success. I can see the Knicks hopping all over a disheartened Timberwolves team, putting the defensive clamps on and coasting for the remainder of the game. Minnesota is 26th in turnovers, leading to easy buckets for New York and a 20-point lead after halftime. Minnesota simply lacks any scoring punch without Edwards around. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.